Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. My name is Athena and I'm an organizer with Stanford Children. Today's video is going to be a tutorial and also informational on the census for the year 2020. So I want to just talk a little bit about why the census is so important and why you should do your best at filling this out and turning it in. So many of you might, well, not many of you, but there may be people who've never filled this out. Maybe you've never heard of it. But I'm going to just explain a little bit about what is the 2020 census. So essentially what this is it counts every person living in the United States and five of our US territories. So the count is actually mandated by the Constitution and conducted by the US Census Bureau, which is a nonpartisan government agency. The 2020 census counts the population in the US in 5 US territories, which are Puerto Rico, American Samoa, the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands, Guam, and the US Virgin Islands. And each of these homes will be receiving an invitation to respond to a short questionnaire online by phone or by mail between March 12th to the 20th. So I am actually going to go and share my screen a little bit later, and I'm going to show you guys what that questionnaire looks like from the website a little bit later. So many of you might be wondering, why do they conduct this count? What's the whole census thing about? So the census provides critical data that lawmakers, business owners, teachers, and many others use to provide daily services and products to support you and your community. So every year, billions of dollars in federal funding go to hospitals, fire departments, schools, roads, and other resources based on this census data. The results of the census also determine the number of seats each state will have in the U.S. House of Representatives, and they are used to draw congressional and state legislative districts. So counting everyone is super, super important. Participating in the census, it is required by law, even if you recently completed another survey from the Census Bureau. A complete and accurate count is critical for you and your community, because the results of the 2020 census will affect community funding, congressional representation, and so much more. So I'm actually going to go online. I'm going to show you guys the process that I will be taking to fill out the census right now, or how you guys can do it at home. So let's see. Alrighty, so when you go online, all I did was I went onto Google and I searched US Census 2020, and I literally clicked on the very first link, and up popped up the United States Census 2020 website. So you guys can also, if you look here, 2020census.gov, it'll take you right here. And then I'm going to scroll down, and it says the 2020 census is for everyone. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that tab, and then it guides you to actually starting that questionnaire. So I did receive mine in the mail already, and it'll tell you right up there, Census 2020, and enclosed is where you will actually see your census ID. So I'm going to go ahead and start questionnaire, and then it says, please enter the 12-digit census ID found in the materials we mailed to you or left at your door. So like I said, mine is right here. Literally says your census ID is, and then it'll give it to you. So if you have not checked your mail, or recently moved and you haven't switched mailboxes, whatever the case may be, it's okay. You can still try and fill this out. So what you'll do is you'll click on here where it says, where can I find my 12-digit census ID? So this is actually the perfect example. This is what I was showing you guys just now. Let me see. Oh, okay. So it actually has it in a few different spots. So it has it on the front of the page, which yep, that's where I see it on mine. And then, let's see, sorry guys. So let's try it. I'm actually gonna just go ahead. This is my first time filling out the census, so I'm with you guys. For anybody who this is their first time, I'm gonna try this out. So mine is 363M GM52 YTKG. And I'm hoping these aren't uppercase sensitive or anything. I'm gonna go ahead and log in. And I'm gonna say yes. On April 1st, 2020, will you be living or staying? Yes. What is your name and telephone number? Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. Okay. Household questions. So let's go ahead and do this. Including yourself, how many people will be living or staying at my house? So it's just me, my husband, and my 2 kids. So that's what I'm counting. And then what is the name of each person who will be living or staying? So here we go. We're gonna do my husband and my 2 kids. And I'm using, so I do, like I go by Athena, but my legal name on all of my, my birth certificate and all my IDs, it's Athena, so that's my birth given name. So that's what I'm using for, same with my 3-year-old, we call him Alesso for short, but I'm gonna put his birth name on here. And that's it. So let's go ahead and click next. So it says, we do not want to miss any people who might be staying. For example, children related or unrelated, such as newborn babies, grandchildren, foster children, relatives such as adult children, nieces, nephews, cousins, or in-laws, roommates, or other non-relatives, people without a permanent place to live. So this is important. So if you guys have family members who, are not like your kids or your spouse, it's saying here to please include them. So I don't have anybody else who lives with us. So I'm going to click no. On April 1st, will the house, apartment, or mobile home at 1171 be owned by you or someone in this household with a mortgage or loan? Owned by you or someone's free and clear, rented, occupied without payment of rent. So yes, we do have a mortgage on our house still. So I'm going to click that. It is owned by us, and we still have a mortgage. So clicking that. Of the people who will be living at this address, who will own the house, apartment, select all that apply. So obviously, me and my spouse are the ones, because our kids are too young to be owning a house at this point. So here we go. So it says people questions. Please continue answering the questions by selecting the start button for a person. I'm a female. November 9th. So here you're just putting in your birthday. It's pretty user-friendly. Self-explanatory. Verify or enter correct age for babies less than a year old. Okay. Yes, that is correct. I'm 27. Yes, I am Hispanic. So what is my race? Interesting. Okay. So I'm just gonna put white because I was born in the United States. Both my parents are Mexican. I'm first generation here. Um, but I'm not American Indian. I'm not African American. I'm not any of these either. Yeah, so I'm gonna guess I have to choose white. Okay. Oh, okay. So here I'm gonna put Mexican. Hopefully that's accurate. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and do it for the rest of my family. He is he's my opposite sex husband. So there you go. He's a male. And oh my gosh. September, okay, I do know this. September 27th, and he was born in 88. All right, yep, that is accurate. Yes, he is. He's half, but he is. All right, and then, oh, it says for this census, Hispanic origins are not races. Well, I said Mexican, so I think that's accurate. In here, he's Mexican, Russian. All right. All right, so this is, I'm coming along pretty quickly here. So I'm gonna try and finish this here just so I can get to the end and see, what are the next questions after this. So Alessandro Stewart, which is my 3-year-old, he is my biological son. He is a male. November 11th, 2016. He's 3. Yep, that is accurate. So, yes. Mexican, Russian. I'm starting to get faster here. So, biological son. He's a male. He's also November baby. 2018. All right. Yes. And then again. I got the hang of this. Quite easy once you have to do more than 2. So now I'm at the end. It says final questions. I'm going to go ahead and click start. It says, for example, we would like to make sure everyone is only counted once. Some people live or stay in home or stay in more than one place. For example, with a parent, grandparent, or other person. Do any of the following people usually live or stay somewhere else? No, they all stay here. They all live here. They don't, I don't have any kids in college or on a military assignment, nursing home, group home. So, maybe for your elderly, a jail or prison. Yeah, I mean, we don't have a second home. So if any of these apply to you, you want to make sure that you are accounting for that and that you let them know. If you have a kid away at college, you want to make sure you click on that kid's name and let them know that they're not always 100% living in this address where the census got sent to. So you're almost finished and are now ready to send your responses. Once your questionnaire is submitted, you will not be able to access your information or change any of your responses. After you submit your responses and are shown the confirmation page, you may close the web browser. So that's it. That was pretty simple. And I would say that took about, like 10 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and submit. And you can either save or print this. Here's my confirmation. I'm actually going to Command-Shift-4 and save this just for myself. And that is it, you guys. It is relatively simple. I did want to go back though and try this right here. So if you haven't received or you don't have a census ID because you haven't received this in the mail, let's see how you go through this process of not having it. So in order to collect your address, we will first need to know where you live, where you will be living on April 1st, 2020. Okay, so a US state or the District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, somewhere else. So we'll just say, you know, for the sake of filling this out and seeing where it takes us, we're gonna go ahead and click US state. Next. All right, so here it's asking, please provide a complete street address for your residence. Provide the street address you would use to have a package delivered directly to your residence, not a rural route or PO box address. So here you want to fill out, you know, the place that you reside in. Oh, it's not going to let me go. Okay, so I'm going to guess that it's just going to try and figure out a place to figure out where you reside to be able to give you some type of ID. So just know that if you have not received the Census 2020 letter in the mail, that you do have the option to still receive an ID to fill it out online. So I hope this was new information for you guys, and if it's not, if it at least served a purpose as to give you a little bit more insight as to how easy it is to actually fill it out, I hope that it did that for you. Please share with your family and your friends. Make sure that you are just spreading the word. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to any of our Stand for Children members. And yeah, I hope that you guys have a good rest of your day and that you stay safe. Bye.